ちは。
こんにちは。
はい、
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
はい、こんにちは。
こんにちは、ma'am。
はい、こんにちは。はい、皆さん、こんにちは。はい、so last class, no, yesterday we stopped with this, right? He, who, he, oh. Alright, so before we start, right? So, Kirtiga-san, いますか? Is Kirtiga-san there?
すみません。
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, can you please, read from to this series.
あいうえお、たきくけこ、さしすせそ、たちつてと、なみぬねの、はいふけこ。
ですね。He, fu, or no, fu. So mostly we will no pronounce with the fu. Okay.
Okay.
はい、ありがとうございます。はい。Okay. So now we will continue with the next series, right? M series, right? Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Nothing to remember. Normal M series, M sound with R, E, O, A, O. Right? So let's
Thank
see.
you, small doubt.
Mm.
The ha is, I tried to translate Konichiwa into hiragana state. The ha, they say the ha is pronounced as wa.
Yes, yes. So actually that is a grammar. We will see that in unit 1. All right, after completing the fonts, I will explain why it is no having a different sound. All right. Yes. Hi. So no, I hope no this ha, right? So that is what he asked. This ha is sometimes pronounced as wa, wa. So this we will see later where it is used, right? And all, or why it is no changed and all. Okay. So now we will no continue. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Right? Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Right. So 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So this, right, we will compare this with the ho, ha, he, fu, he, ho we had, right? So that ho. So the second no part of ho, this second one, right, is similar to this ma. But what is the difference? It is having the head picked up, right? So this is the difference. So it is similar to ho, but thing is for ho, we don't have this vertical line above, right? So but we have this. So that is a difference. So 1, 2. So here also, this is a looks slightly shorter, but you can make it equal also. No problem, right? You can put same exactly like this or somewhat more or less equal also. It doesn't matter. Then this loop. So this alone will be ma. right? Ma. Next is me. One and two. So this is like a number 4, right? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Just no 1 and 2. So this stroke should be parallel to this stroke here, this vertical line, and this should be parallel. So it should be parallel to the stroke. It should not be like this, right? Here you see it is not parallel. So it should be like no parallel line, right? So this smaller stroke should be in such a manner that it is parallel this vertical stroke here. This is me. Next is mu. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So this is a mu. So do you remember su? Sa, shi, su. So that is why su, when we were writing su, we should be careful not to bend. Because if you give a bend, it is understood as a mu. So like this, if you give it like this, it gets confused. No, whether this is mu, you're trying to give mu, or it is su. So that is why we don't put any bend or loop and all at the end. It just stops here. So this is a su. So for mu, what do we do? Same pattern like a su, you bring and you turn it up like this. So you bring it like this and turn it up like this. Right? So here this is not like that is she we did, right? Like this, not like that, but stretch and then up. So it's not immediately taken up, not like this, but you stretch and then up. So this is 1, 2, stretch and up. And then you put the next stroke here. So this is going to be mu. So the typed version, right? Ma, mi, mu. Next is me. So me, we already saw a similar hiragana. Do you remember?
No.
No, right? So no is something like this, where you have the loop at the end. But this is a me, similar to nu, where we don't have that at the end. That is a difference. Other than that, both are same. Right? So this is the typed version. Me. One and stop. All right. Next is mo. So mo is something like first you put the chi and then 2 strokes. This is going to be mo. Right? Mo. Ma, mi, mo, me, mo. Right? Next series, we have the Y series. but only with 3 letters, right, in this series. Ya, you, yo. Because ya, next sound is going to be E. Already we have the E sound, right? So we will be using this E itself. So ya sound alone, right? We will hold on. No, then E, we don't have Y, I. We will be using this. Then we will hold with Y, you, right? Y, you. And next, A sound we already have, so we don't have it here. So for these 2 sounds, we will be using the original sound itself. So only ya, you, and finally yo. So for Y series, we have 3 sounds, right? 3 hiragana. Ya, you, yo. One, 2, and 3. So this is ya, right? So once more, 1, 2, and 3. So it is like the reverse, Y shape, right? So here, this and this and this, right? Right. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is the brush up we have. So sometimes you see this connected also here. That is also ya only. So in typed version, right, you get connected. This first stroke doesn't have any brush up. It's this one here, right? It is connected. So this is the typed version, right? Yeah. Next is you. 1. So this looks at the inversion of you, right? Like this. So this is it doesn't stop here. It goes till this. So if you connect this, it looks like fish shape, right? So you bring that 1 and in like this, right? And one more stroke. We'll cut this U shape, right? So this is going to be U. Yeah, U. In and cut. Next, it is yo. 1 and 2. So this is yo. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So this stroke, first stroke, is very important because usually we see the letters which cuts the vertical line, right? So for example, if you see ma, it's cutting. The vertical line is cut, right? Or ho, or ha, right? Then we saw ta, right? So here and all, right, it cuts horizontal line. When you put a vertical line, it cuts. But this is where it only stretches in one direction. It doesn't cut. So this is, yo. So you remember, yoga where, a person is sitting and doing the exercise, hands. So imagine hands. So this is head of the person. So a person stretching hands and doing exercise, yoga, because only one direction, hands stretched. So it should not cut. So if it cuts, it will be misunderstood. If it is like this, it is like misunderstood as a ma. So we will think, right? No, this stroke is left. So we must be careful with this particular hiragana. Right, so yo, 1 and 2. Next series, right, is R series. Right? Ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Ra, ri, ru, re, ro. So in Japanese language, right, we don't have a special series for L sound. We don't have la, li, ni. You don't have special L sound. You don't have any fonts. So this R is also for L, but the pronunciation is not completely R or completely L. So that is what this picture tells us, right? So R is the sharper sound and L is the softer sound. So this particular series, it should be in between both. It need not be soft as L or sharp as R. Ra we have, right? Need not be that sharp R. No. And need not be soft as L also. It should be in between. So if you pronounce R, you just pronounce and see R. You see your tongue touches the upper, no, here, the upper part of mouth here. It touches here. This part of the tongue will be touching here. If you say L, right, you have this tip of the tongue touching the mouth, right? Now, this particular sound, it is somewhere in between. Not here, not like this sharp point also here. It's somewhere between ra, ra. So it should not be ra or it should not be la. It is ra. Both, somewhere in between. So you can remember this as a soft R, right? Soft R sound. Right? So, yes, Raj Kishore-san. We don't have L separately in katakana. So he's asking whether you have a separate L sound in katakana. There also you don't have. If you have any L sounded name, you will pronounce with the same soft R only. Right? For example, right, if the name starts with, for example, Lata, it's going to be Rata. That is all. You have to pronounce it as a soft R only. Right? R or L sound, you have it as a soft R. Some Japanese people will be very, soft toned. So they will pronounce L itself. So they will pronounce la, lo. Some words, when you hear this R sound, it will be with L sound. So because they are used with soft R, which means L, the softest form of R is L. But since we can pronounce R very well, so we will pronounce the original version, which is the soft R. So don't be, because it was very challenging for me also, because we have different R, ra, no, we have, right? So it's different. It is little difficult for us, right, to make the R sound softer, right? So please practice with ra, ri, ru, re, ro, not ra, ri, not like that. Don't stress. Soft, ra, ri, ru, re, ro. So we don't have L. If L is there, we will pronounce it with soft R only. So now let's see the fonts. So first is, Ra. Right? So this is, Ra. So when you write, it is RA only. So this is going to be 1 and 2. So this will be the typed version of Ra. 1 and 2. right? Like number 5, but we have a similar one which is a chi. Do you remember? That cuts. This is a chi. Next, no, is ri. Ri. So this ri, we compare it with the e, hiragana, e. So that is why, no, when we saw this e, do you remember the second stroke? No, for example, 1 and 2. Second stroke is stopping somewhere above the base. It should not be equal. It should not touch the base because it will be misunderstood as re. So 1 and 2. So it's like a river flowing down. So the second line is longer. So even if it is slightly longer like this will be misunderstood as re only. We will not think of e, even though you put it cross like this also. If it is not slanted also, right? That is why this should be slightly above to avoid the confusions, right? So why we are seeing these no hiraganas, this must be like that, there are rules, because it should not give us the image of some other font. That is all. Other than that, if the lines are no longer here, shorter there, that is okay. But that particular hiragana should not give an image of or should not confuse the reader, right? That is why. So this is going to be ri. Next is ru. Right, ru. So 1 and no stop like this. So this will be ru. This ru, it is similar to that. Is so hope you remember we saw, right? But the second half is different. But you start with that Z with the long nose. Similarly, here also long nose. It should not be like this. So full stretch and then. So this is ru. Next is re, right? 1 and 2. So do you remember any hiragana similar to this?
Ne.
So last class we saw, right? Ne. This is a re. Right? What is the difference? So let me write the ne because it is a typed version. So this is an A, right? Now, Ray is similar only. The Z, this portion is very similar, same. But it goes up instead of giving it a loop. That is the difference. Right? Here also we must be careful not to make the Z, the head of the Z, longer. So if you make the Z head longer, what will happen? You will end up in this like this. This end shape will be below it. It should not be like that. If you draw a line, it should be this end shape and the Z should be on that line. So this is Re. 1 and 2. Finally, Ro. Ro is similar to Ru, we saw, right? So Ru and Ro. Very similar, right? Except this, O. So here O, so you don't put that O here. So this is Ro. All right. So this is no with the R series. Finally, we have no va, o, and n. So the last sound here is in or sound. For example, konnichiwa, konnichiwa, we say, right? So in sound, that in becomes this hiragana. It can be N sound or NM sound. So N or both the sounds are possible with this single hiragana. That, no, I will tell you how when you will pronounce M sound, when you will pronounce N sound, no, with words we will see. But it is used for both the sounds, N or M sound. All right, so wa, o, and or n. So this is actually the W series, right? Wa. And actually this particular hiragana is W-O, but pronounced as O. Right? We already have one A-I-U-A-O, right? This particular hiragana also, it is pronounced as O, but when you type it, when you want to type this particular font, you have to type W-O. If you type only O, you will get only this R-E-U-A-O. Right? But why? Because of, no, this is not used in spellings. This is a special hiragana which we will be using as a particle in grammar. This will be used only in grammar. It is having some grammatical usage, not spelling, not vocabulary spelling. If you have a sound O in a word, we will be using the standard O only. Right? So even though it is having the same sound, same pronunciation, no confusion. Always in spellings, if you hear that O, it's going to be this O only. So this is going to be used in grammar. We will note automatically after unit 8. Later we will see, right? From unit 8. So no problem as of now. So let's see how to write them.
Sensei,
So, yes?
how do you pronounce Tamil?
How do you pronounce?
Tamil, Japanese.
That ill.
Yeah.
You cannot pronounce that. So that is katakana actually. We say Tamil.
Okay.
All right, fine. Because no sound, right? So what sound is available, that particular word will be changed. All right. Fine. So this is going to be, right? Wa, W-A. One and two. So this already we saw in ne, we saw in re, same only. But no, the difference is this re or the ne we saw, right? Both have N shape. So this is re and this is ne. Both of the hiraganas have this N, but this will not have that N shape. This elongates like this and turns, right? Not that N will not be there. Just bring it up, elongate it and turn it. So it's not like this. It extends, and then like this. You see the width is more. So this is wa. So re, ne and wa will be having the same start, but it will end in a different manner. Next is W-O, but pronounced as O. Right? It is pronounced as O, but not typed. Right? So the pronunciation is O, not Wo. Right? It is O. So, but need not worry, it is not used in spellings. So just know it. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Va, O. And next is N or N. One full stroke, right? This is going to be N or N. All right. So these are the basic sounds, right? These are the basic sounds, in hiragana. Now, if you know these basic sounds, if you're thorough with this, then others, there are some more sounds also, but that is going to be very easy if you master these. So you have to memorize only these sounds, these way of writing. Now we are going to see some more sounds, right, which are taken from these basic sounds. Right? So far, is it okay? Anybody, do you have any questions? Shall we move on to the next page? I think, this you have it under the basic sounds, you have this other sounds. Right? So far, is it okay? Anybody is having any question? All right. So please, memorize. So those basic sounds, write it and see. Now, by the time we start unit 1, you must be able to guess, somewhat. You must be ready. If you are learning only from yesterday, the fonts, it may be little tough for you immediately to read, but please, study regularly so that, because this is the first step, right? So you must master the hiragana and katakana fonts, then only you will be able to read. All right. So now we will move on to the next set, which we call it as a ten and maru. So ten is this symbol. We call it as a ten. And maru is a round we used for full stop at the end, right? Which is here. Right? So we are going to include ten and maru to produce more or new sounds. Right? So not for all the hiraganas. We are going to take only some series. For example, so this is, K series. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. So K series, plus this ten gives us G series. Right? K series, plus ten gives you G series. So kaki ku ke ko gives you ga gi gu ge ko. So you write the normal hiragana, for example, ka. Right? And just put ten on top. Like the quotes we have, right? Similar to that. So if you put it like that, this sound becomes ga. Same hiragana which we saw in K series, just you have to put this symbol here, ten. It becomes the G series. Ga, gi, gu, ge, go. Right? So this is for K. Next is S. S series, when you put it with ten, it gives you the Z series. Right? S series plus ten gives you Z series. So in S series, do you remember the special sound? It is sa, she, su, se, and so. Here also, this she is a special, right? So instead of this she, we will put a G, not ZI, it is JI. Right? All the others is Z. ZA, ZU, ZE, ZO, that is okay. But since this is a special, here also special. So, za, ji, zu, ze, zo. Za, ji, zu, ze, zo. Right? Now the next series, it is going to be the T series plus then. Giving us D series. So T series plus then gives us D series, which is again having a special note, right? So it is ta, chi, su, te, and po, right? So chi and su, these both are special. So since the special, here also we get the special sound, ji and zu. Right? So it's going to be da, ji, zu, de, do. Da, ji, zu, de, do. So you may wonder, right, when we see this is also G, this is also G. This is also Zu, this is also Zu. So which one we will use if G sound comes? No problem, we will be using the first occurrence only. So if we see the sound, if we come across G sound, you will use the first G, first Zu. So there are places where you use this particular G and Zu, but don't worry now. This we will see later. Later in the sense, in higher level, in the next level, maybe, right? You will be, dealing with this. By the time you reach, you will know why. Right? So don't think, we need not know it because it will be overloaded. So as of now, just think of this first occurrence of the sound will be used. All right. So this is going to be da, ji, zu, de, do. Right? Next is the H sound. Ha, right? Ha, he, hu, he, ho, we saw, right? So H plus then gives us the B sound. H alone is used twice. H plus then gives us the B sound. Similarly, H plus maru gives us the P sound. Right? So H plus then gives you B, right? Ba, bi, bu, be, bo. H plus maru, that round, gives us a, pi, pu, pe, po. All right. So is it okay so far?
Yes, Sanjay.
How does it Tenten and Maru typed version looks like?
Okay, typed version, right? So this is ga, gi, right? So just similarly the last one, right? Pa becomes a pa, like this. So you can easily find it out. It doesn't make a big difference. Just the round and the symbol is normal. All right. So now you have your textbooks, right? So you can also take a screenshot of this where you have the hints, right? So in breakout room, now I will create breakout room. So if possible, one of you please share screen to make so that everybody can look at the screen and read. Otherwise, if not possible, please use your textbooks and read it. So each of you in the breakout room, you will read. After one person completes, the other person will read only this 10 and Maru section. All right. So if please help each other. If somebody is not able to identify that no particular hiragana, please help. All right. So when you move into the breakout room, you need not wait for me to come and tell, please start. You immediately start. No, some of you please initiate and start reading. Right, onegai shimasu. Yes, please move into the breakout room.
So
Okay, so okay. I think this particular Tenten and Maru series out. Okay. So now we will move to the next. Now in your textbook, also you have it in the next page, which is digraph. Digraph is combination of two hiraganas to make one sound. Right? So we are going to combine some hiraganas with ya, you, and yo. So we are going to combine hiraganas, mostly ending with the E sound.
Can you tell me which page number it is, like from the textbook?
I think it is after the basic hiraganas, I think next page.
It
3
is
or
number 3. Yeah.
Third page.
Third.
I-
Sorry?
3.
Number 3.
Okay.
So this is right. Ya, you, and yo. So with ya, you, yo, we are going to combine ki first, right? So this is ki plus ya, giving us kya, kya. So this ya, if you see, it is having ki and ya, but ya is slightly smaller and lowered down, right? So it is, the ki, and ya is like this. So this is one sound which is a kya. Suppose if both are in the same height, like this. This is read as a kiya. It is separate, kiya. But this is kya, K-Y-A. So when you type K-Y-A, you will automatically get kya. So this is the typed version. So it is not equal in size and also not equal in height. All right. So kya, kyu, kyo. Kya, kyu, kyo. So this is one sound with the two hiraganas. Kya, kyu, kyo. Now next sound is she. She with ya, you, yo. Just a minute. So next is she with ya, you, yo gives you sha, shu, sho. Here you don't have that Y sound. So this is a special sound, right? Already it is in special case. So we don't have that. It is not a shia. It is just a sha. Sha, shu, sho. Sha, shu, sho. Next also is a special case, which is a chi. So this is going to be cha, chu, cho. Cha, chu, cho. Chi with ya, cha. Chi with you, chu. Chi with yo, cho. So no Y sound for these two. It is not a chia, not a chiu. It is cha, chu, cho. Because it is already special sound. Right? Next we have ni. Nia, new, neo. Nia, new, neo. Y is there, right? Nia, new, neo. Right? Next is, he plus ya. Hya, hyu, hyo. Hya, hyu, hyo. Hya, hyu, hyo. Next is me plus ya, giving us mya. Me plus hyu, mu. Me plus yo, myo. Mya, mu, myo. Mya, mu, myo. Next is ri. So ri becomes ria, riu, rio. Ria, riu, rio. Right? So this is from the basic. Now we are going to take 10 tenths. Here in this, first set, where all we will put a 10. So we will put 10 for ki becomes gi. Right? This is also under 10 version. Then we have H with B sound and P sound. So only these 4 we are going to take. So first is right, ki with 10 giving us G sound, gi. So this gi plus ya gives us gya. Right? Ki with 10 it is gi plus ya gives you gya. Gya, gyu, gyo. Gya, gyu, gyo. Again, chi with 10, it is ja. Right? So it is G, right? So in that case, it becomes ja, ju, jo. So the green highlighted sounds do not have Y. So she with 10 gives us G sound, plus ya gives you ja, plus you, ju, plus yo, jo. Ja, ju, jo. Next, with the he with 10 gives us a B. He with maru gives you B sound. So, bia, biu, bio. Bia, biu, bio. And pia, piu, pio. Pia, piu, pio. Is it okay? So anybody, you can volunteer to read this chart fully. Please raise hands. Praveen-san, hai, onegai shimasu. Yes.
Kya, kyu, kyo, sha, shu, to, cha, chu, cho, nya, myo, 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 kya, kyu, kyo, mya, myo, myo, rya, ryu, ryo, gya, gyu, gyo, ja, ju, jo, bya, byu, bo, pya, pyu, pyo.
Very good. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
So I think, right, it is okay. So anybody is having any doubt here in this chart?
Why the Y sound is not the sha, sha?
This is a special no sound. So that particular Y with pronunciation, it is not there in that no vocabularies in Japanese language. Right. So we don't use that particular Y ending sound for these special sounds alone. That is why, because it is not in the words, they don't need not in usage. So we don't use it, only for the special sound. Because it's a language, right? So it is from the spoken, it's changed to written. The way the words they use should have that particular sound to frame it, right? If it is not there, so need not. So under that special case construction, it is not included. Right. So now, right.
Sorry, I have a question.
Please. Yes.
So in Tencent we have 5 variations, right? We have the ga series, then ja, da, ba, and pa. However, in this digraph, we don't take the variation of da alone. It's just the other four.
Yes, we don't take all.
So we don't have the dya sound. Yeah, is that
Yes, because already G, we are taking this G. First occurrence we are taking. So from that, we are only going to take this here also. We don't use
okay?
this. Right.
Okay.
Right. All right. So now, right. So please, practice in similar way you did the previous. Practice. Please pronounce and see this chart also. Hi, onegai shimasu. Right. So, was it okay? Right. So, you have no just 2 more things to see, whereby we will complete the hiragana. So, you can read any word no in Japanese in hiragana. So, this is no, now we are going to see long sounds. So far we saw short sounds, right? Ka, ki, ku. Now we are going to say ka, ki, elongation, long sound. So, for example, right? So, if it is a long sound, you have to just place the vowel after it, right? So, this is o, which means the vowel next to it tells us it's an elongation. So, for example, if it is a ka, right? You put a ka and it gives us ka, elongated sound. Just to put the vowel, just because it will end with the vowel sound only when you elongate it. So, you're going to just put the vowel sound. All right. So, let's see few vocabularies, So, here you have it, in its furi. This hiragana is there, plus you also have it in romaji also. So romaji is English version of the Japanese sound. So it is o, ha with ten gives us ba, right? Sa and n. So this is obasan. Obasan means aunt, right? Obasan, right? If we elongate, for example, o, ba, and immediately you have a vowel. So in a word, if you have a vowel, you will elongate the word letter before the vowel. So this is ba. So this is obasan. This is obasan. This is obasan, which means grandmother. Meaning is completely different. Right? Obasan, aunt, becomes obasan. So initially when you are practicing, please give that a stretch. Obasan. But actually, will they stretch so much? No, right? But because we are beginners, no problem. So we can stretch so that it will get into our memory while we pronounce it like that. This is obasan. This is obasan. Right? Now, o, this is she with ten, right? Gives us ji, sa, n. So, oji-san, oji-san, which is uncle. Here, if you stretch the G, oji-san gives us grandfather. Right? Next is you and ki, yuki. Yuki, which is a snow. If it is elongated, yuki, u is elongated. So put u. Yuki means courage. So not for all the words it will be like that. So these are some examples where the elongation gives us a different meaning. Right? So elongation sounds, we will just put the vowel of that particular elongated sound. So in a word, if you have a vowel, it means the hiragana before it is elongated. All right. So now, right, let's see, few more words. Right. So please try to read this word. What is the first hiragana?
O,
Ka.
ka,
Hmm. Hmm.
san,
Oka.
okasan.
Mother. So mother in Japanese will be oka-san. Oka-san. Okasan. Grandmother, we saw it already, right? What is it?
Oba.
Yes, Obasan. So all of you know, please unmute and pronounce it. No problem, right? What about this word?
Oni-san.
Hmm.
Oni-san.
Yes, Oni-san. Please unmute and pronounce it. Oni-san.
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 Oni-san. Oni-san.
Right. Elder brother, right? Oni-san. So all these are with elongation. Oni-san, ni. So if you find a vowel sound, it means the sound before it is elongated. Grandfather.
Oji-san.
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 Oji.
Oji-san.
Oji-san, right?
Oni-san.
Hi. So next, for balloons, how do we say? So this is, can you identify this, Hiragana?
Looks like who?
Is it who?
Fu and u, fu, elongation. Next. Se.
Se.
Fusen.
Very good.
Fusen.
Fu, sen. Fu, sen. So this is one type of fu. This is one font style. This is one font style. Right? Fu, sen. Next, for numbers.
Hey.
What is this first?
Fu.
Su.
Fuji.
Ji.
Su.
Fuji.
Yes. So G will be numbers.
Suji.
And not a G, it is a Suji, elongate. Right? Long sound. Suji.
So this is the singular number, or is it numbers? too?
So in Japanese, for singular and plural, same only. We don't have singular plural. We
Okay.
using some counters. How many only we will tell. We won't use it singular and plural. One and many, we don't have vocabularies. For one number also Suji, 10 numbers also we say Suji. But how will we differentiate it? That we have a separate section for it. So in the unit lessons, we will see it. As of now, both same, Suji. Right. So far I think it is okay, right? Now we are going to see some words. Let's see this, which is for movie, right? Movie, we say eiga, right? We will pronounce the word movie as eiga. So according to the pronunciation, how it should be, Ega, right? So ga, right? But we won't elongate it with a. We will write e. So these are special cases. So we call it as exceptions, right? So no, in grammar, usually in any language, it will have a rule, right? But certain words will not follow that rule. They are called as exceptions, special cases. So here also we have special cases with sounds. It will be E in the spelling, but we will pronounce it as A. So this only occurs with A and E. In spelling, you will write it with E, elongation, but you will pronounce it with A sound, right? So it is not A-E-Ga. Pronunciation is important here, not A-E-Ga. It is A-Ga. A-Ga. But spelling, A-E-Ga will be there. So if you pronounce it as Eiga with E sound, is it wrong? No, it is understood. So language is something to make others understand what you say, right? But if you say Eiga, it is understood, but it will not sound like a native speaker. If you want to speak like a Japanese person, this is the word, no? Eiga. Right? Eiga. So there are few words like this. We will see in between. Please note them down separately. Write it down separately. So it will be easy for you to learn the special words. Right? So first word is movie. Eiga. Eiga. So please note them separately so that in breakout room you will practice only those special words. All right. Next is for elder sister. How do we say elder sister? What is this hiragana?
O.
Mm. Mm.
Ne.
Mm. Mm.
One-san.
On
One-san.
elongation, right? One-san. So the term written in red is the elongation. One-san. One-san. All right, One-san. Next is a special word for clock. Clock or watch, right? We say okay. Okay. So when you pronounce it, it is okay. It sounds like A, but in the spelling, it is E ending. Right? It is not A ending. So we should not tell it as tokei. No, it's toke. Right? Toke. So this is only for the spelling. We will end it with E. So this is also the special case. So the second word is toke. Toke. Next, for teacher, how do you say? Do you remember?
Sensei.
Sensei, right? Sensei. So you use it as sensei, A ending, but actually the spelling is not A ending. It is sensei ending with E. This is the spelling. So the spelling for toke is this. This is the spelling. Sensei. E will be the spelling, but we won't pronounce it as sensei. No, it is sensei. Sensei. So the next exception word is teacher, right? Sensei. Next is father. So we saw mother already, right? So father we did not see immediately because the father is a special word, right? We have it under exception. So how do we say father? So here now we are going to see a new term, right? O sound is for U. Previously we saw if it is A, we will put E. Do you remember? If it is no sensei A ending, but actually we will put hiragana E. Similarly, it is going to be O sound, but we are going to put U. O and U are one set, like A and E. So for father, the vocabulary is oto-san. Oto-san. Right? Oto-san. But we will put oto-u-san. So you should not pronounce it as oto-u-san. No, it is oto-san. It should be like O only. So oto-san elongated with this to itself. But in spelling, we will put this u. Oto-san. Right? Oto-san. So this is actually O, but we are putting O when you pronounce it. In spelling, it is U. Oto-san. What about the next word? For ice. Kori. So here you have O only, no exception, normal. So Kori, O sound, so O is there. Kori. Now this is the typed version of Ri. Do you remember Ri we saw? Like this. In typed version, this is connected. This part is connected. All right, so Kori will be ice. What about the next word for candle? It is rosoku. So when I pronounce it, I will tell rosoku. But actually it is rousoku. Rosoku. Right? Rosoku will be candle. Cleaning. We will say soji. Numbers, do you remember the vocabulary?
Suji.
That is suji. S-U. Right? Suji. This is soji, which means cleaning. So this is also special, right? Because it is having O sound, but no O. O only is there. So do you remember the special words? Can you just list them out? What was the first word we saw?
Ega.
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 Ega. So this is going to be the pronunciation, right? So first, I will write it with the spelling. So written and the spoken, we will divide it into two. This is the original spelling, but in Romaji, this is the written format, the spelling. And this is the spoken, the way you pronounce it. Next.
Sensei.
Sensei, right? So this is the original word. This is the written pattern. And this is the way you pronounce. Next.
Suji.
Soji.
Think Otosan.
Toke.
Tosan.
Toke and Otosan, right? Father, right? Okay.
Soji.
Soji we wrote, right? Sensei. I think the candle, do you remember?
Rosuku.
Very good. So good. Right. So now what you're going to do is, we are going to read this as usual in the breakout room, keeping two things in mind, right? So we are going to see this and read this. Is it okay? This is just the translation of each, hiragana. So please take a screenshot of this and try to read it in the breakout room, right? So each of you, when you move into the breakout room, you unmute and you read, right? One person will unmute, read it to all, the next person, like that. Hai, onegai shimasu. Yes, Anurag-san, is it okay to unmute? Are you able to unmute? All right. So far, is it okay with the words? Right. So now we will see a few more vocabularies, which will be under greetings. Right. So greetings, how do you say greetings in Japanese? Please try to read.
A,
Hmm.
A, I,
Chi.
Katsu,
No, no, no. Chi.
Hmm.
So,
A,
Hmm. Right. Aisatsu, which is aisatsu. Aisatsu means greetings. Right. So we also have a greeting. In any language, you will be having greetings, right? But more than any other language, right? Japanese language have greetings which are strictly followed, right? So we must also know while using the language, it is very important to remember the greetings because it should be said. No, we must strictly follow it. Try to, oh, is it okay to please try to read this? Good morning, how do we say?
おはようございます。
So this, so here you have it with the spelling, right?
Ohayo,
Ohayo, elongation, gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Right? Ohayo gozaimasu is good morning. Right? So this is right. The first half, which is Ohayo, will be the word, which is for good morning. This gozaimasu is added for no politeness. Right? It is added for politeness to the listener. So when you tell it to someone, you're giving politeness, respect to them. You're being polite to them like that. So ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good night. How do we say? How do you say good night? O yasu minasai. O yasu minasai. O yasu minasai. Right? O yasu minasai. Thank you, right? How do you say thank you?
Arigato.
arigato gozaimasu.
We know it already, right? So it is arigato gozaimasu. So same as the first one. Arigato is the actual word. Gozaimasu is with politeness. So it means, right, if you are telling thank you, you can just say arigato if it is your friend or if you're very close to that person or if you want to make the conversation casual. In that case, arigato is fine. But otherwise, to be polite, you should definitely tell it fully with gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. That is polite. So gozaimasu is added to make that sound polite. So thank you, welcome, right? So it's going to be do itashimashite, which is welcome, you're welcome. Do itashimashite. Do mashite. Next, for please. We say, onegai shimasu. Onegai shimasu. Right? Please will be onegai shimasu. Right? So,
Kudasai means what?
kudasai is also please, but used in no sentence only. So, for example, right? Action plus kudasai. Please do this. Some action when you say verb, right? Plus kudasai will be there. In a sentence, you end with the kudasai. You want to make someone do something. Please do it. But this onegai shimasu, you can use it separately also. For example, I say, right, all right, all of you move into the breakout room, please. For that, I can say, no, please move into the breakout room, onegai shimasu. Right? But please move into the breakout room. Kudasai, I cannot use. Kudasai is used only when I tell it in a full sentence. No, only then I can use kudasai. That is also please. This onegai shimasu is a general term. For example, you want to say, want to ask someone, no, please, no, something. When you want to use only please separately, you can use this onegai shimasu like that.
And ma'am, when you say yoroshiku onegai shimasu, does that mean like you're giving more politeness?
Yes. Right? Hi. So, but when it is only for please, you will be using only onegai shimasu like that. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu is more polite and also formal.
Can you repeat welcome again, please? How do you pronounce?
Do itashimashite. Do itashimashite. Right. So we will ask, Harvin, are you there? Please, can you read it once more slowly? All the words. Harvin-san, are you there?
Yes. So first one is Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Second one is Oresh Oresuminasai. Arigato gozaimashita. Do itashimashite. Onegai shimasu.
So, arigatou gozaimasu. Do itashimashite. Onegai shimasu. Hey. Hey. はい、ありがとうございます。はい、ラージキショールさん、お願いします。
Yes, ma'am. So, ohayo gozaimasu. Oyasumi nasai. Arigatou gozaimasu. Do itashimashite. Onegai shimasu.
はい、ありがとうございます。はい、ラミヤさん。
おはようございます。おやすみなさい。ありがとうございます。どだいたしお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。Very good.
ありがとうございます。
はい、タニアさん。
Yes. お願いします。お願い。
おはようです。
おはようございます。おやすみなさい。ありがとうございます。どういたしまして。お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
はい、very good. All right. So we will move on to the next set. Hi. So what is the first word for excuse me?
すみません。
すみません, right? Sumimasen. Sumimasen will be excuse me. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Right, we say, right? It is sayonara. 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 What about the next one, right? For sorry.
Gomennasai.
Gomennasai. Gomennasai. Right? Gomennasai. Next, it is next two greetings are said while eating. Before eating and after eating, you have greetings. So before eating, it is like, itadakimasu. So they usually join hands and say itadakimasu. So it is like, I humbly receive. Itadakimasu is, to receive. It is in a humble manner. So it's a greeting like you thank the person who cooked, who is serving you. No, you're receiving it humbly, like that. So before eating, they will say itadakimasu. Japanese people, are having the practice even now, right? Itadakimasu. After eating, it is gochiso sama deshita. So I will break this word, into two parts, right? Gochiso is one set. So gochiso, it's actually connected, one word, but I'm breaking it down so that it will be easy for you to read. Gochiso sama deshita, which means it was a feast. So the food was a feast for us. So thank you so much. So gochiso sama deshita. So before eating, you thank the person, and after eating, you appreciate them. Gochiso sama deshita. So every day when you are eating, it is going to be this pattern. They follow it. Next is yes and no. Yes is a hi, and no is iye. Two e's are there, so you elongate. Iye. Iye also is there. For example, you can also say iye. This is also no with one e. Also okay. So it can be iye or iye, which is no.
Ma'am, if you shorten EA, does that also confuse with house? Or no?
Yes. So iye also means a house. So it depends on the sentence and the content we are talking. We will understand whether it is no or it is house. Ie can also means house, home, ie. Right? So, sumimasen, sayonara, gomennasai, itadakimasu, gochisou sama deshita, hi, and ie. Yes, Sentur-san, are you there? Can you please read it for us? Sentur-san. I'm not able to hear you. Okay. Rajeshri-san, is it okay
Yes.
to read?
Yes. Sumimasen. Sayonara. Gomennasai. Itadakimasu. Gochiso sama deshita. Hi. Ie.
はい、ありがとうございます。Very good. はい。Rachaita-san,
Hi.
is the pronunciation right? Your name?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Rachita is right. Okay. Sumimasen, sayonara, gomen nasai, itadakimasu, gochiso same deshita. Hai, iie.
はい、ありがとうございます。はい。ローヒットさん。お願いします。すみません。うん。
Sayonara, gomen nasai, itadakimasu,
うん
goshiso same deshita. Hi, iie.
はい。So, Rohit san, you came yesterday?
Oh,
Okay. So, can you switch on the camera? Okay, so, Rohit san ですね。Hi, so what are you doing? Can you give us a self-introduction?
my name is Rohit. I'm studying 8th standard in DAV Boys School, Mogapet.
So, why did you choose Japanese language?
I want to go to Japan.
Okay. So, you
The
want to go?
anime books.
Okay. So, which anime you like? You have any
Yeah,
favorite anime?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay. Hi. So, you wish to study your higher studies in Japan or work, or just you want to visit?
I just want to visit.
You just want. Okay. Hi. All the best. ありがとうございます。はい。
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Is it okay to read?
Yes, ma'am. Sumimasen, sayonara, gomen nasai, itadakimasu, gochizo sama deshita. Hai, iie.
はい、ありがとうございます。セントさん。
ありがとうございます。
はい。Okay. So now we will see one more, right? So which is no Hisashiburi. Hisashiburi is long time no see. Is Hisashiburi. Just a minute. So this is going to be Hisashiburi. Politeness, you can say Hisashiburi desu. Okay, and with desu. Hisashiburi desu will be polite. Okay, so now right, I will just share you a link. It is like a game with hiragana fonts, right? So see whether you are able to match. You're able to do it. Just a minute, I will share screen. So you have the hiraganas here. You need to know according to what Romaji you get, you have to select it. You have 3 lives and no timer, right? Only 3 lives. Within that, you try and see in groups, right? So the link I will just send it. So the link I will share it in the chat box. Right. So you can save the link and you can do it later also, individually also. Now you will do it in groups, in breakout room. One person you will share, and the person who is sharing screen only can do it. Others, please help. Give the answers. The person who is sharing screen will click on it. All right. So please check whether the link is okay.
Yes, it's opening for me.
ありがとうございます。はい、お願いします。Please move into the breakout room and start doing. Hey, so far, is it okay?
Yes,
Yes, Sensei.
All right. So if it is okay, so please practice the greetings and also practice the hiragana. All right. Please write it also, no, and practice. So next class we will start with katakana and no katakana vocabularies also. All right. Hi. So how do we say? How do we end? Usually, last class we saw thank you, right? So before that, right, we will say when we will meet. So we will meet again next week, right? So again, no is mata. And next week is raishu. Right? So it is mata raishu. Mata raishu. Right? So after thanking, no, you can say when you will meet, right? So since we meet next week, we say raishu. Right? Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Arigato gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Hai.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Arigatou
gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Hai.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Mata raishu.
Arigato gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Hai, mata raishu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Hai, mata raishu. Midun-san, to memorize, right? I will send the link today. Now, please go through that in Google Classroom. All right.
Yes. To interrupt, one doubt. Sensei?
Yes, please.
Yeah, in this Mata Raishu, okay, but then what is the word for meat? Like we're not using meat, right?
Meat is like, no, it is not meat here. It
It is
is
not
like,
meat.
again, it is understood we will meet. Right. Right. Hi, so if it is okay, you don't have any doubt, you can leave. If you have any questions, please let me.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hi, arigatou gozaimasu.
Sayonara.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata raishu.
Hi, mata raishu, Tanya-san.